What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome. You can call me Serene, and today in this video I will be sharing some tips with you guys that will hopefully help you on your wellness journey as they have helped me on mine. For starters, a lot of you guys have been asking me a lot of questions about what it is that I do to help me be well. You guys have questions about my workouts, my eating habits, what I do, the supplements I take, all of these good things, and I wanted to share this with you guys to hopefully help you going into the year 2025. So let's get started. If you see me looking at my phone, it's because I'm looking at my little tips that I've written down for you guys, okay? So to get started, the first thing that I will be touching on will be working out, my fitness goals, my workout routine, all of those questions that you guys have. That's the most common thing that I get questioned about a lot. So I'll be sharing some tips with you guys. All right, for starters, the first tip that I have for anybody looking to start their wellness journey when it comes to working out is finding a workout that works for you. And let me explain what I mean by that. A lot of us, when we're first getting to working out, we look to the internet, we see somebody that we like that does a specific type of workout, most commonly lifting weights, and we're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try that. And you go into the gym and you lift some weights, and then you're discouraged because you can't do what it is that you saw somebody else doing. That is your first mistake. And I say that because a lot of us, we're trying to copy what somebody else is doing for their body as opposed to trying something that is going to work for yourself. For instance, for me, I started working out when I was a senior in high school. I had to take a class, a fitness class. I think the name was weightlifting, or I don't know, something along those lines. And I had the greatest teacher of all time. We're still in contact to this day, and he's been my trainer a few times as well. But he introduced me to weightlifting, where I first started working out and lifting weights to the point where I actually fell in love with working out. And at the time, I was lifting heavy. I was doing 300-pound squats, 180-pound deadlifts. I was really getting into weightlifting, and it was working at the time, and I really enjoyed doing all of that. But as I gradually got older, I went to college and everything, and after graduating college, my body was not really agreeing with weightlifting anymore. I noticed the effects that it was having on my body that were negative, so I kind of strayed away from lifting weights, at least as heavy as I did back then, to lifting dumbbells and having more of a focused workout. Because I was lifting so heavy, I noticed that sometimes I would have a lot of neck pain. I would experience a lot of pain in my hands because I was lifting so heavy and I was not using any gloves. I did not like the cushions that they had at the gym for my neck when I would be lifting and everything, so I just avoided using those. I don't recommend it, obviously, but I started noticing the negative effects of lifting so heavy, and I did not like it. My body was not agreeing with lifting heavy anymore. So I started doing other workouts that I thought would be helpful for my body, because I still wanted to be fit. I still wanted to move my body and everything, because I really do enjoy moving my body and staying fit. So with that said, I started lifting less and focusing on lifting little dumbbells and doing exercises that required less weight but were more focused on the actual workout and the technique of the workout. So now I use more free weights when I'm lifting. I use a 25-pound dumbbell. I use a kettlebell to help me on my workout journey. But that was just an example to show you that your body will tell you exactly what it needs when you're working out. So you need to pay attention to it so that you can actually do something that you personally enjoy, so that you can be consistent with it. And as we know, for results, consistency is very much key. If you go to the gym, you start weightlifting and you don't like it, you're not going to show up to the gym again and do that workout because you don't like it, you don't enjoy it, your body doesn't agree with it. So find something that works for you. There are so many different types of exercises that you can do, guys. There are so many various exercises out there. You can weightlift, of course, you can run, you can do yoga, you can do Pilates, you can do calisthenics, you can walk, you can do Zumba, you can, who knows? There are so many different exercises out there that you can do to help you in your wellness journey and your fitness fitness goals and everything without hurting yourself or without discouraging yourself because you tried something that somebody else told you to do and you don't enjoy it. So explore what it is that you want to do. Try weightlifting, and if that doesn't work, if you don't like it, don't give up. Try something different. Try doing something that you personally will enjoy so that you can be consistent with it. Consistency is key. I cannot emphasize that enough. As for me, I don't really have a workout routine. However, I definitely have workouts that I specifically do on a regular basis. For instance, today, if I lift, tomorrow I will do yoga to help me recover and help my muscles stretch more so that I can do better the next day when I do go to the gym again. And I have tried several different types of workouts. I've done Zumba before with my aunt. That was a lot of fun. I used to do that on a regular basis with her. I have tried Pilates earlier this year. That was actually very challenging, but very fun. I would definitely do it again. The only reason why I didn't is because them prices, girl, oh God, they're very expensive. It's like $300, and it's not even unlimited classes. It's like $300 for maybe 8-10 classes in a month. And they have so many different rules. One of them was you can't really cancel the classes like 2 days before the class. And you know, like life happens, you have emergencies and everything, so you might have to cancel a class. But you cancel a class, you can't really make up for it. Yeah, they had too many rules for me, and I'm not really a fan of like classes per se. It's not really my comfort zone, but I did step out of my comfort zone and tried something different. And I really did enjoy that Pilates class because it was challenging, and I really, really do love a challenge when it comes to working out. But my main focus is really weightlifting with free weights. I do a lot of lower body exercises. I do a lot of HIIT training as well. I also try to incorporate running into my workout, which hasn't really been working out the best for me because I really, really, really hate running. I have tried my best to incorporate it more into my workout on a regular basis over the past year because that is something that I'm working towards. I have a goal of running 2 miles in under 20 minutes, and my stamina is so low right now. It is absolutely terrible. So I've been working on that, but that is an example of me not liking a workout and doing everything possible to avoid doing that workout. Like I said, find something that you like doing personally and stick to it, and you will see results. Mine is not running. I do not like running. I will avoid running by all means possible, but I am working on doing it more often. So now I try to incorporate running into my workouts at least once a week so that I can actually be able to reach the goal that I have set for myself. But with that said, I want to emphasize that you do need recovery time when it comes to working out and your workout routine, because your muscles will wear out so easily when you push yourself too much, and you will never want to work out ever again. So make sure you have a day or two throughout the week where you just truly do nothing, or you stretch your body, and your body will thank you for it because your muscles will be able to recover, which means you'll be able to lift more in the long run if that is your goal. I also want to point out how much of a benefit walking is as an exercise that a lot of people don't take into consideration. That is something that I incorporate a lot into my weekly routine. Not so more anymore because it's cold outside and I do not agree with the cold at all, so I stay away from that. But during the summer, when it's cool outside, when it feels good, I definitely get in a good walk on a regular basis. And here's why. For me, for instance, when I walk, I go outside, I take a bottle of water with me, get my phone, put it on do not disturb, and just walk. This way I'm able to just let my thoughts free flow, get my negative thoughts out, talk to myself, find some motivation, and also get creative. Not only that, while walking, I'm also able to connect with nature, which I absolutely love. I love going outside and getting some fresh air. So while I'm walking, I see a bird or a deer or a bunny, and it just highlights my whole day to the point where when I get back into the house, I have a smile on my face, regardless of what it is that I had going on during the day. I also want to point out that you can take a walk with your friends, your family, your dog, whomever. You just have to go ahead and do it. There are so many different trails that you can find around your area. There are apps that you can use to help you find the trails for your area so that you don't have to worry about, oh, where am I going to walk today? Stop making excuses and just do it. I know a good scenery will always make my walks better, so I definitely find some good spots spots within my area that have really good views where I can see the sunset so that I can actually really enjoy my walks. I also definitely take my friends with me sometimes so I can, catch up, just talk about anything, talk about life, talk about nature, just connect with somebody so that I can leave all of my stresses at home, because my problems will not disappear at all. But this walk will definitely help me figure out some ways to deal with whatever it is that I'm dealing with. But what I hope you take from all of that is that you have to find a workout that works for you. Stick to it, try different types of exercises, see what your body agrees to. Another common question that I get revolves around what I eat. What is my diet like? What supplements do I take? And to answer your question, I simply cook a whole lot at home so that I can control what I eat and have more of a balanced diet as opposed to eating out. And I personally do that because I have a very sensitive gut. I suffer from a lot of issues like heartburn, acid reflux, and chest pains, and on a regular basis I would be throwing up at home just from eating out. Something common that would make me throw up would be Chipotle, and not to say there's anything wrong with their foods, but my body just did not agree with them. And it took me a while to discover that there's a lot of different foods that my body just don't like, so I kind of strayed away slowly from eating those foods like fast food and everything so that I can be healthier. And my goal, honestly, was to not be throwing up as often, and I have achieved that this year simply by cooking at home more and having more of a balanced diet in the foods that I eat. Let me give you an example. For instance, breakfast, I don't really like cooking, but when I do cook breakfast, I make sure that I get some type of fruits or veggies into my diet. Something that I do is a fruit cup on the side with my pancakes, or if I'm making pancakes, I make a fruit pancake. Another thing that I've done is make my own juices at home. Apple juice, for instance, when I make it, I know that it is fresh apple juice. It doesn't have as much sugar as the ones that are store-bought. I know that this is just straight apple juice with no preservatives, nothing else added onto it, so it's not gonna do anything to my body. And I do the same thing when it comes to lunch. Say I went to the gym today, when I come back home, I'm making a smoothie to help me with recovery, but also to help me get a serving of fruit into my body and also help me get some protein for the day. And typically for dinner, something that I also do is add some vegetables to the side of whatever it is that I'm eating. And I try to opt for roasted vegetables. You may have some protein, like you may have chicken breast or steak, whatever it is that you're making for yourself. Make sure you have some veggies on the side so that you can balance that out and help you get some fiber into your body so that you can digest your food better. And I have also opted away from eating a lot of deep fried foods just because I know that when I eat those, they make my body so bloated to the point where I don't want to do anything. I don't feel like myself. So I try to stay away from those things that I know will have a negative effect on my body. And most of the time, your body is telling you what it is that it wants and what it doesn't want. You just have to pay attention to it. And I have, so that I can help my body be better, because I do have a goal for my health and for myself. And that is something that you have to keep in mind every time that you're eating if you really are serious about your wellness journey. And it took me a while to do that, but I have been better with focusing on my body and what it's telling me that it needs, just because I know it's going to benefit me in the long run. Trust me when I tell you, having sensitive guts and throwing up at least once or twice a month is not fun. And I'm not talking about I'm throwing up here and there. I'm talking about I'm retching everything within my body and I cannot do anything for the rest of the day other than lay in bed and just sleep. And that's a day wasted when I could have been doing something much more productive for myself. So I have been focused more on my health for myself so that I can accomplish the goals that I want for myself. And you need to do the same. If you're focused on losing weight, then do something that you know is going to help you lose weight. If you're focused on gaining weight, then you may need to incorporate more protein into your body. Just do some research and figure out what it is that your body wants and what your body needs. But I definitely recommend adding a side of veggies and fruits to your diet on a regular basis. Another thing that I really do is I make my own juices at home. Like I mentioned before, I make apple juice. I may make some green juice to help me with digestion just because my body wasn't feeling great for the week. So I make those on a regular basis so that I can digest my food better and get some greens into my body without having to cook, basically. So to make sure that I do that, I always make sure that when I do go grocery shopping, I do buy those things that I know will be helpful for my diet. And this brings me to another point that you guys have asked me a lot about what it is that I drink, if I do supplements and protein shakes and this and that. And the simple answer to that is I do not do supplements just because I am very scared of those products and what they have in them. Like, I don't know what half of those products are, so I try to stay away from them just because, again, I don't know what they are. I don't know what's in them. So I try to go as natural as I possibly can. So I will make a fruit smoothie to help me recover when I come from the gym. And something that I want you to do right now is go to your fridge and check out the most recent juice that you had and see how much grams of sugar there is per 8 ounce. That will blow your mind. At least it blew my mind. And when I learned about all the negative effects of sugar in your body and all of that, like, I started making my juices at home. I started drinking more water. That doesn't mean that I don't drink juice. It just means that I drink juice less. I also have stopped drinking soda completely because that is so unhealthy, you guys. Read the nutrition facts for everything that you eat and everything that you drink, and you will see negative things that you're putting into your body every day, and maybe then you'll make a change. Also have to incorporate drinking more water into your daily routine because a lot of us, believe it or not, are dehydrated. I know for me, I really was dehydrated over the past couple of years, and I didn't realize it until somebody pointed it out to me. On a regular basis, I would drink about 1 to 2 bottles of water a day when I'm not working out, and that is terrible. But now, because I've been focused on drinking more water and focused on drinking less juice and making my juices at home, I drink way more water. Now on a regular basis, I drink about, I'd say 3 to 4 bottles of water in a day, which is way more than I was drinking before. I know a lot of you guys will say, oh, I don't like drinking water. I don't like the taste of water. Just drink it. Just do it. That's all you have to do. Just drink it. Just do it because you know you have to. And my skin has been dry as heck because I have not been drinking my water. But since I've been drinking more and more water, I see the difference in my skin and I see that it is healthier. So drink the water and stop complaining. And another thing I want you guys to consider focusing on when it comes to your wellness journey is your mental health. A lot of us don't consider this enough, but definitely taking some time to slow down and really tap in with your mental health will actually benefit you. One of the things that I find that definitely helped me with my mental health is slowing down, doing some meditation, or even doing some reading and finding some type of activity that really does help me slow down my thoughts and my mind, because my mind is constantly racing on a regular basis. Because as adults, we have so many things to worry about. If it's not money, it's life, it's relationship, it's friendships, it's family. It's always something going on. So you definitely need to take some time to really slow down and really think about yourself and what it is that your mental health needs in the moment. And one of the things that I really do on a regular basis is reading. It helps me with slowing my mind down, especially before going to bed. I know a lot of times my thoughts are racing about what it is that I have going on, what the next plan is, what my life is going to look like in a few years, a lot of things. And to help me with that, I read a lot to help me escape the chaos that is my mind. And the thing is, there are so many different books out here, so many different versions. Just like working out, you can find a specific genre that speaks to you and you stick to it. You can read all types of genres, try all of them and see which one is the best for you, and just read. It doesn't have to be every single day. It doesn't have to be every single month. It just has to be something that's routine and something that's incorporated into your routine so that you can actually really slow down and slow your thought. Another thing that I really do enjoy doing for my mental health, believe it or not, is coloring books. I have a butterfly coloring book that I do color on a regular basis whenever my mind's racing as well and I don't have any new books to read. I just sit down and color. It may seem ridiculous, but it definitely helps me. I don't know the science behind it, but I love it. I put some music on and I just color, you guys. It's so crazy, but it really does help. So I say that to say you can find any activity that you want and just do it. Painting, walking, meditation, listening to some music, anything that really does help slow down your brain, your thought, because we are constantly overstimulated in this crazy world. There's always something going on. There's always one thing after another as an adult. So you really do need to take some time for yourself to self-care and really slow down. But all in all, these are some of the tips that I do have for you guys that have helped me on my wellness journey over the past couple of years. Hopefully you do take these into consideration, and to summarize all of that for you, try a workout that works for you. Don't focus on what the internet tells you. Eating healthy will be better for you now and in the long run, especially if you are on a workout journey. You won't see results if you're eating the same. And trust me that it is so beneficial to have a balanced diet. Drink things that are healthy for your body that you know will benefit you. Drink your water, don't avoid it, and take some time to really slow down and focus on your mental health, because it is a part of your wellness journey. I hope you incorporate some of these ideas into your lifestyle so that you can be great on your wellness journey, and I hope you tune in for another video. I have a bunch of content dropping for you this year where I will teach you some different exercises you can do at home, at the gym, and so much more. Tune in for those videos and make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. Bye.